The Palm Bay Pirates out of Melbourne have secured the school's first ever Class 6A football state championship.
Mr. Kaminsky, that has to be back out here somewhere because the tradition was that this place was amazing. 26, 27 years in a row in the playoffs, state championships, it was great. And we're going to get back to that. It blows my mind that we got people leaving this place to go to other schools. Look at that out there. Where else can you go? I've been coached here for a long time, North Florida the whole time. There's no better facility than that out there. And I got some of the old booster members that helped build that place when I was in school.
I love him to death. And trust me, when y'all get here, he gonna give it his all. But what y'all gonna give back to him? Like, we can talk about what we did all day. Like, we got a legacy. We can talk all day about football. I don't like talking about football. My thing is, what you gonna be when you leave the field? What type of person you gonna be? What type of brother you gonna be? Are you gonna have your teammate back off the field? We know you're gonna do it on the field, but what you gonna do when you get off the field? You just gotta get that family word back. Like, you gotta believe in one another. And right now, it's family for me. That guy there, he like a father to me. Uncle, whatever you want to call him. I love him. You believe in it, it's gonna happen. So, man, just do what y'all do, and it's gonna work out for y'all, man. Like you say, y'all friends gonna be
Good
back.
evening, everybody. Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. And it has been an unbelievable offseason of coaching changes. And these haven't been normal coaching changes. We have seen some unbelievably great coaches move to different schools, and it's just fantastic. And another happened today. Of course, the big news here in Brevard County today. Coming home, that's right, coming home, is Kevin Mays. He returns home to his alma mater at Palm Bay High School, named the new head football coach today for the Palm Bay Pirates, a 1991 graduate of Palm Bay, was on the coaching staff there for a while. He was on those state championship teams in 2000 and 2002. And of course, Kevin himself has gone on to do some remarkable things in the coaching world and high school football. Right here at Vieira, took a program that won 8 games in 4 years to an undefeated season in 2014 and 2015. They played St. Thomas for a state championship. Went up to Baker County, and all he kept doing was winning. He has taken 2 schools to the Final Four, which a lot of head coaches can't say. But it gives me a great deal of pleasure to say to you tonight, please welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network for the first time as the Palm Bay Pirates head football coach, Kevin Mays. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, how does that sound to you? Palm Bay Pirate head football coach.
Go back if I would have thought that was going to happen, but down in Baker County, and I thought I was ready to be done coaching, and then this opportunity presented itself, and it happened today, and it feels great. It feels great to be able to come back home, to be around a lot of family that I still have here, and we're looking forward to getting back to work and getting Palm Bay High back to what it was when I coached there before.
Coach, this is, I want to talk about today, and if you can shed some light, because, Palm Bay, of course, the legendary Dan Burke, and, you coached with Coach Burke at Palm Bay, but the type of talent, former NFLers, tradition, the winning, all of it. Today, as you spoke to your players, can you share with us who were some of the guys that were standing there with you today talking to your new team?
Yeah, I sent out a message to some of the old players, saying, if you can help me. And the likes of like Reggie Nelson was there today. Obviously, Mike DeGore, who was already on the coaching staff, he was there today. I had Trey Nixon, who played for me at Vieira. He wants to come down, wants to get into the coaching world. I'm going to coach some receivers for me. Then you had some guys that weren't the big NFL guys. You had Bada, who was there.
Right.
Mitch Brown was there. You had a guy, David Carter, who graduated with me, was there, and then We had people like John Thomas, the past principal, and some of the past booster members, and it was like coming home to a family reunion. And it was just fun with that, and the kids were excited. Reggie hasn't been back on campus really since he left, but
Wow.
he put a good speech out to the kids today about how important I was to him and how I treated him and helped him with his future and where he's at now. And it was good for the kids to hear that, me and the coaching staff that I'll put together these kids will be important to us, and we're going to do everything we can to get them where they need to go.
If I'm 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, I'm looking up seeing a Pro Bowler like Reggie Nelson. I'm seeing Trey Nixon there. To me, that's where I want to play. That's where I want to go. I want to be a part of a program that's connected with obviously a coach like you and guys like this. You did say a name there. You said Mitch Brown. I know I talked to athletic director Brian Crowley, and he was so unbelievably gracious in his quote to us about Mitch and his understanding, Coach, of what you mean to the program in the school. Tell us a little bit about Mitch and him going to be staying on staff with you.
Well, Mitch, we talked today. Going through spring, he's gonna take over the defense, and that very well could be the plans moving forward. I haven't had a lot of time to sit back and think about the coaching staff as a whole. The only one that you got Mike and Bada and all those guys there. They're obviously going to be part of the coaching staff. Just where their roles lie, I don't know. The only one, like I said, I feel good about is Trey Nixon wanting to come on and be the receiver coach. Like I said, Reggie told us he's going to be down there 1 or 2 days a week with us. He's going to be part-time coach, I guess you want to call it. And, you get all those type guys together. I mean, we have the opportunity to have a really good coaching staff. And, me and, like I said, going back to what you said about Mitch, me and Mitch had a great talk today, and I think we'll have a really good working relationship moving forward because he actually played for me too.
That's unbelievable. I'm glad to hear that. Coach, I want to ask you, why was this the time for you to come full circle?
I mean, if getting into the personal side of it, it's really going to be 3 out of 3 of my kids are moving back here. Okay. And the opportunity, obviously, to present itself to come back, finish my coaching career, at Palm Bay where I went to school, where I did have a lot of success early in my coaching career with Coach Burke. It just seemed like the right move. And to come here and, you don't realize how many friends and family type people you have around until you leave them. And then you come back and see them. And it was really good feeling today. And it's going to be a lot of work. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. We're going to have to get the kids on board, community back on board. There's a lot of things we're going to have to do to get this to me. And I told the boys today, we're going to put that board back up somehow that had all the bragging rights on it, the district championships, the regional championships, Final Four state championships. And our goal, straight up, and I've told them that today, our goal is to put another number in the state championship column. That's what our goal is.
Well, I can tell you this, it is so cool to see, you at Palm Bay, you see Diesel up at Titusville, Panucci down at Melbourne, to see you guys coaching. Where you went to high school, man, I just think for the county as a whole, this is just great, Coach. I'm excited because, I go back to my start here in Brevard County. You were a big part of that, and a big reason for that. So I'm excited to get back down there with you and cover some Palm Bay football. So what's the plan? I know you still have unattended business up in Baker County, and also how does the rest of this work out for you, Coach?
So I met with the guys that are still going to coach. Like I said today, they're going to handle spring. I'm going to come down as much as I can, which honestly is not going to be that much because contract and salary and all that kind of stuff. I need to stay, in Baker County, and I want to finish what we started up there and do it the right way. My plan is to be back in the summer and get the team rolling, get it with my vision. And then, when obviously we get into the season, and the funny thing about it is my first game at Palm Bay Stadium will be against Viera.
That is unbelievably crazy to me. That is wild. It's funny because the last game you did here in Brevard County against Satellite was your 100th career win, Coach, which was a big deal for me because I was actually on the call that night, and I'll be on the call that night when when you host Vieira. That's going to be some kind of fun down there, Coach. I can't wait for it. Listen, I know that you got to get going because this is a big day, a lot going on. I know you probably got to get back up to Baker County too. But what would your message to the Palm Bay community be moving forward here?
We need to keep the excitement rolling. There's been a lot of excitement here today. We're going to bring a good product out to the field. We're going to hold the kids accountable in the classroom, on the field, and I'm just telling you now, if with the train that we got rolling right now, if we can keep it rolling, Palm Bay High is going to be something special again.
Coach, you want to know how popular this post was? We put this post up a couple hours ago. 22,128 views. It's it is the most viewed post in the month of April. 65 shares. Every share has a positive comment at the top of it. I know the community's ecstatic you're back. I'm ecstatic you're back. And I know you and Erica are ecstatic to be back. Welcome home, Coach. Congratulations. And we look forward to Pirate Nation pride and all it's going to have to offer.
I appreciate it, man. We're happy to be home.
No doubt about it. He is the new head football coach for the Palm Bay Pirates. We'll talk to Coach Mays a lot more coming up, obviously, over the summer. Coach, thank you so much for taking a few minutes with us here tonight, and good luck, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's Kevin Mays. And again, I'm just as thrilled to say with the Palm Bay Pirates as he is to say he's there. I know I am. So I want to thank Coach Mays. Thank all of you for tuning in here. Have a great weekend. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Melbourne Bulldog Baseball against Lake Minneola in the third and decisive game of their regional quarterfinal. Have a great night, everybody.